Hello!
Hi friends!
I'm Gabrielle.
I'm Caleb, but you all mostly know that.
Welcome to our woofing tips for beginners video. Let's get right into it. WWOOF, it stands for Worldwide Opportunities on Organic Farms. We signed up for the US one because that's where we're located.
And COVID,
so we couldn't go anywhere else.
Yep. So yeah, each country has their own website and their own membership fees and everything like that.
The US site costs $65 for a couple,
for a joint account, or
$35 or $40 or something like that for a single.
Yep.
So if you have a friend,
this part out anyways.
whatever, you're rude. I'm keeping it this part where you said we were cutting it out. Okay.
Once you start your account and you pay for your membership and everything, your membership fee allows you to see the contact information and the location and full description of each farm, and it's set up really nicely. You can search by location or keyword.
We looked all around the US, but because it was during COVID, there was a lot of farms that weren't hosting like full amenity type of living. It was a lot of tent camping or bring your own camper or trailer or van or whatever, and we just didn't want to do that, especially for a long period of time. So yeah, that's something to consider during COVID.
Then when you're searching, obviously look for a farm that speaks to you, that you think is just really cool, or something that you'd want to be a part of.
There's tons of different opportunities on farms. There's animals, there's fruits, there's veggies, there's bees.
There's mushrooms.
Yeah.
There's just a wide variety. Anything that is homesteading or farming, it's woofing.
It goes as small of like a quarter acre all the way to like thousands or hundreds of acres. So it can be really any size. There's lots of different opportunities to do with woofing.
It could be someone who just needs help on their flower garden or vegetable garden in their backyard, all the way up to someone who has 20 or 30 woofers on site at all times because they have a farm that runs on woofers.
Yeah, so if you're new to it like us, you might want to think about what you're really looking for. If you want to meet other woofers and be on a bigger property and have that sort of opportunity, or if you kind of want to be on a smaller one where it's just you and the hosts, or that's something to consider and to think about, and definitely reflect on what like you want for it before you go into the interview process, so that way you can tell them.
Yep. And then when you're looking for a farm, find one that you like and just message them. You go back and forth in messages or email, and you'll be able to spark up some conversation with them and really get to figure out what your commitment is going to be and the expectations of both the host and you as a woofer.
You distracted me. I was gonna say something good.
Something good. Something good.
Something good. So the process kind of goes like this. You go onto the website, you scroll through a bunch of farms wherever you want. Maybe you have a certain location you wanted to go to. We certainly did with Hawaii, but there's literally farms everywhere. Minnesota, New York, California, Texas, Oklahoma, Florida, literally everywhere. Scroll through, maybe you have some criteria, you set the criteria, you find a few farms that you like and you message them. Also, you set up your profile and your experiences and this and that, so they can also find you.
Yep.
So you go and do all that, you message them, and then what comes next, they message you back. I highly recommend setting up a FaceTime, Skype, Zoom call, whatever it is.
Face-to-face.
Do a face-to-face viewing, so that way you can really get to know them and their energy and what they're looking for.
Yeah, if you connect to them in a conversational setting and situation, and
if you could see yourself working for them, because that's what you're doing. They're kind of like your boss while you're there, and you're working on their property, and you got to do things the way they like it, and so you want to be sure that you're going somewhere with people that you kind
Make
of
a good
align
fit.
with and have a good fit with, and you talk to them about when you're gonna come, how long you're gonna go for, and you can go for anywhere from like a day trip to a weekend trip to weeks to up to 3 months or even more. Some people want really long-term commitments. So
And you can woof by yourself, with a partner, or with your child if that's what you want to do, or
Yeah,
dogs. A
some-
lot of farms allow dogs and children, and weekend woofers is what they call them.
yeah, so not every farm does that, but a lot of them do, so that's something to also consider.
Talking with your host, be sure to bring things up like your work expectation and the things that you're going to be doing, and the amount of hours per week that they want, and kind of the meals that they would either cook or provide you, and some of the things like that. Their location to a town or a farmer's market if that's what you want to do, or the beach, or mountains, hiking, whatever.
Utilities, Wi-Fi. Then you go there after you figure it all out and you meet them and you decide this is what you're doing. You go there, and the work, because they have all these different things, the work is going to look a bit different everywhere you go. It could be like tedious things, you know, like weeding, but it can also be constructing like garden beds and building,
or planting or harvesting and things like that, or
depending on the time of year as well. Clearing forest was a big one for us that
brush
we did a lot
piles,
of.
things like that.
Mulching, you know, some places might have you using a tractor or something. Like there's a lot of different things that you could be doing. Feeding animals, some places.
There's a lot
maybe
of
do
good
that.
experiences to be had on these homesteads and farms, really. A lot of good experience, especially if you're looking to do something similar for yourself.
So that's basically what the whole woofing experience is and looks like. And then when you're there, you know, they buy you food. You either make it for yourself, they might make some for you. Our hosts had us making some dinners for them, which it was fine with us, but that's a good question. You work 10 to 20 hours a week depending on the farm. Actually, some even have you work 25 hours a week.
I've seen some work 30
hours a week. So
per person, which is a bit,
per person. Me and Caleb worked 20 hours a week each. For ours.
To give you an idea, and we shared the same space. We had a fridge, cooking area, sink, running water. We had electricity, solar.
Had a composting toilet, an outdoor shower, solar. So we had all of the things we like needed, but like a composting toilet, you know, is that what you want, or do you want a flushing toilet? You would have been just fine having the composting toilet for a couple weeks, but for the full 2 months, it became frustrating and hard for full-time use. Or an outdoor shower. Do you want to have access to an indoor shower? Because, you know, in an outdoor shower, even with the toilet, it's hard to go outside when it's raining, or when
it's windy and cold, or the bugs are bad, or
I got stung on the ass by a bee in the shower. You know, it's
things
something
to think about. You want to think about why you're going. Are you going for the experience to work on a farm, and then maybe more hours wouldn't be much of an issue because that's what you're going for, the experience, you know? Or is it to really get to know an area and the culture and really live in among the area and environment, and kind of more of a vacation style to see the area rather than to live or work in it, you know?
Or are you going to meet and connect with people? Or, you know,
the sense of community is strong with most woofing communities, so.
Yeah, you definitely want to think about why you're going in the first place, so that way you're more likely to get that out of it.
Another thing to think about is woofers can be mistreated often.
Especially in Hawaii, I've heard.
Yeah, Hawaii, we've heard that, you know, it's kind of the running joke to just, if there's anything difficult or something that nobody wants to do on the farm, you just have one of the woofers do it, you know. It's kind of been something that we have been told while we were woofing in Hawaii, which we didn't feel we were too disrespected or mistreated, but it was definitely times where we were feeling that we were overextending our effort.
So yeah, that's kind of what the woofing experience looks like, and we have some questions we're gonna answer in our personal, like, more opinion experience video, so stay tuned for that if you want to see that. But this was kind of more of like a factual video for just how the process goes, what exactly it is, what we did, and yeah.
Just so you know what you're getting yourself into before you do it.
So we hope this helps.
We hope this helps.
We hope it helps.
Cutie. End of the video.
Hey! Just wanted to say thanks for watching. If you like this, please like it. It helps us a lot. If you have something to say, comment it below. We want to hear from you. Videos you want to see in the future, questions. We are open for conversation and we want to connect with you. So,
You know it.
thank you!